give them away during Christmas, is that correct?
We try to give away throughout the year, so it really doesn't have to be a specific holiday, but throughout the year, and we put them in bags and they go in the trunks of the cars and make sure they stay nice and clean and use them, at the right opportunities.
Okay, so nothing is wasted then?
No, absolutely not.
How did you get selected to join us tonight?
How did I get selected? Well, no, all kidding aside. I attended this a few years ago. It was a wonderful event. I was glad to be here. Tonight, unfortunately, Sheriff O'Flynn regrets he can't be here. I'm the captain of the substation for Zone A, which handles basically the territory east of the river, as far as the towns of Perryton, Pittsford, and Penfield. Of course, we also have all the town police departments and the state police and so forth in the area, the village police departments. But as far as being here tonight, I'm representing Sheriff O'Flynn, and just thankful to be here. And I know he would have a few more words than I will. He's a much better speaker than I am. But I did bring my teddy bear along, just to be fitting. So.
And some of you may have heard this story. I happened to be at a different networking event, and I was talking to someone, and they spotted my Rotary pin, because as Gavin said, we're supposed to wear these pins. And they said, so, are you in Rotary? And I said, yes, I am. What do they do? And it happened to be about this time of the year. And I started telling the story about what we do with teddy bears. And there was a lady about 2 seats away. And all of a sudden there was an explanation, and she went, oh my God. And the look on this lady's face was just, I can't even describe it. And we all turned to her and we said, what? And she said, that's where the blue teddy bear came from. And she went on to explain that she and her 3 children had been in a car accident, a fairly serious one. They were taken away from the scene in 4 different ambulances. She didn't know how seriously her children were injured. She knew they were frightened. She knew she could hear them crying. And off they all went. And of course, she couldn't get anyone to call fast enough to get other family members with those children and to get somebody with it. Luckily, they were all, minor injuries. They were fine. And by the next day, they were all back together. And once they got all back together, the one little boy, who was at the time around 2, 3 years old, had tucked under his arm this blue teddy bear. And she had said at the time, where did the blue teddy bear come from? Nobody knew. She said, now I know where the blue teddy bear came from. And that brought it full circle. That's why we do what we do.
And I know that he would want to thank everybody for all your work that you do throughout the year. I was just listening a little earlier when he talked about 1.2 million people, and it was 31,000 clubs across the world, which you can only imagine how much work gets done with that many people and that many organizations.
In over 200 countries.
Right, and when you think of, service above self, I think along a lot of different lines. I think of EMS, I think of firefighters, I think of law enforcement, and I think of humanitarian work that's done in the communities. So I thank all of you for what you do every day, and know that we're out there as a sheriff's office to support you too. So thank you very much.